is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
No one says you have to finish Baldur's Gate 3 or anyone is forcing you to do so. That's completely false. I hate to tell you this. That's completely false. Alright? Everyone who likes Baldur's Gate 3 wants to see me finish it. They're not like, oh, you did good, just stop playing it. That's bullshit. Especially, I got people who are actually like, they're a little upset that I'm making a push to finish it the way I am. They're like, we wish that you would just keep playing it casually for like another 2 months. And I'm like, I can't do that. I can't have a game that freaking goes 6 months. It's insane. I'm not exaggerating when I'm telling you guys. It's hurting my business badly now. It was a difference when it was like, okay, you know, for 1 month it got a feature and a lot of people liked it. No, the on-demand videos are barely getting any views whatsoever. Okay, that's just reality. Go look at them if you don't believe me. They're getting almost 0 views. It's like 100 to 200 views after a few days is not enough to support a channel that's supposed to be a business, okay?
Oh no, views, money.
The streams do well when it comes to a select group who come in and support them, but even then, I'm not getting high viewership on the streams. You know what I'm saying? Basically, because I've sunk so much time into this game, the only thing keeping afloat is the fact that there are a few people who are very generous during each stream that I play it. If they didn't come by and didn't continue to be that generous, this playthrough would be dead in the water and I would be really hurting right now. Alright? I'm not kidding. This kind of game doesn't work for my business or my strategy of content creation. It does not work. It doesn't fit. I'm a variety content creator. I can't play the same game for 6 months straight like this.
Cannibalism. I love the red meat. Alright.
And not balance it out with other stuff. The problem is, while I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3, there was Like a Dragon, there's Final Fantasy VII, there's Dragon's Dogma, there's too much of the same fucking game. It just doesn't work. I can't have my entire channel down because of one game. So, I completely, utterly disagree with this statement that this person is saying, oh, no one says you have to finish Baldur's Gate 3. That's complete nonsense. I've had nothing but people saying, keep playing, finish it, we want to see it, we've been along for the ride, we're going to support the streams, keep going. I've heard that from a million people, in video comments, in emails, on Twitter, here in the chat. Everyone's saying, finish Baldur's Gate 3. So I don't want, in fact, I just got a complaint this morning in a comment on a video. We don't like that you're going to rush the game to try to finish it like this. You know? So this is false. Just because this is your personal opinion, which is fine, understand that's your subjective personal opinion. That's not representative of the masses. Alright? Now, you're clearly not enjoying it anymore. False.
Good lord, man. Look in the mirror for a second and stop believing your own lies.
That's completely false. I'm liking these endgame plot lines. I am. That's why do you think I'm doing them? I easily could have skipped all these resolution plot lines for the characters, but I want to see, I've been with these characters now for over 100 hours, I want to see their plots get resolved, okay? What kills me and does annoy me is that I'm 130 hours into the game, and apparently I have to do this stupid Iron Throne that's really annoying. And it's nothing like the rest of the game, potential for failure, fucking up the plot and everything. It's like, that's stupid. When you've invested that much time into a game, don't now introduce something else new that's only for one time and you'll never have to do it ever again. It's fucking dumb. And that pisses me off that I have to worry about this shit, you know? So, it is what it is. But, no, I am liking the playthrough. Everyone's, oh, it's clear you don't like it. That's stupidity. That's you, again, making a subjective judgment on something that's false. I would not play 130 hours of this game. I would not have this game hurting my fucking channel if I didn't like it. So, stop making these giant assumptions in the things that you're saying. You're completely off base. Okay? Forcing yourself to finish this game isn't making you or your viewers happy. Actually, yes, my viewers want to see me finish the game, and I've invested 130 hours into it. I'm not going to throw away. Imagine that. Imagine playing this game 130 hours. December, January, February, now March. 4 months of my life invested in the game, and now I drop it. Boy, I'd be a real fucking asshole, wouldn't I? That would be pretty stupid. So I'm not. I'm going to finish it.
Okay, I'm going to ignore the garbage cheers that are just trying to bait me into stuff. I'm not stupid. Lol.
Sarah has tipped me $1. Says, why are you so hard on Switch games like Tears of the Kingdom for being 30 frames per second and not having fantastic performance, but give Dragon's Dogma a free pass or softball them for their performance shortcomings? That's not the case. At all. What am I saying? I'm saying the one negative about Dragon's Dogma is the frame rate, correct? And the reason that the frame rate of Dragon's Dogma is so low is because all these game devs are forced to make their games at 4K resolution. Sarah, Tears of the Kingdom does not run at 4K resolution. It runs on the Switch, which is a child's toy. That's why I'm hard on it. Nintendo needs to stop making children's toys if they want to be taken seriously. And if fanboys would just stop buying everything Nintendo puts out there in droves, Nintendo would improve. But instead, we let Nintendo get off with always being behind it. Behind everyone else, right?
Phil hates Nintendo. No, it's the opposite. I love Nintendo and Nintendo games and what they do with their stuff.
Nintendo had the ability to have Tears of the Kingdom run beautifully if they actually made a machine that could run games beautifully. But they don't care. They make children's toys. And that's stupid, because the games they put on there aren't representative of that. Tears of the Kingdom, imagine if Tears of the Kingdom ran at a full 1080p 60 frames per second smoothly the entirety of the game. Right? What a masterpiece it would be. But instead, it runs like dog shit. Literally the whole game, too. It's not just, oh, there's a couple times. Most of the game runs like dog shit. It looks terrible. Every time you have big combat, it chops up. You can't, you know, it's shitty. And we keep giving them a pass. And I don't understand why. I just don't. I think Nintendo needs to be held to task and say, fucking make a console that can run the games. Your own first-party game devs can't make games for your console. That's stupid, right? That's not the case with Dragon's Dogma 2. Third-party company trying to push 4K graphics, which is the industry standard for anything except Nintendo, and now they're having frame rate issues. That's a shame, but that's not end-all be-all for me. With Tears of the Kingdom, it's literally a pain in the fucking ass to play it, because the game's so choppy.
Oh my god, he's drinking wheelchair donations.
BB Phil says, you beat any other old school legends from back in the day besides Alex Valle? Aren't Daigo and Justin Wong roughly your age? I pretty much have won and lost against all the legends. Like, I've beaten John Choi and I've lost to John Choi. I've beaten Mike Watson, I lost to Mike Watson. I've beaten Seth Killian, I lost to Seth Killian. It always went back and forth depending on the game, depending on, you know, the level of competition. You know, any given, as they say, any given Sunday, right? The saying that on any given day, a top player can beat another top player. So I've gone back and forth through all of those. You know what I mean?
Everyone typing X in the stream chat, you can go fuck yourself. Because I know that when you say that, you're basically saying that you don't believe me. If you don't believe me, you shouldn't be on my streams. You should just leave. You think it's a fun meme? Oh, everything Phil says is a lie. What a funny meme. Here's a funny meme. When I ban you, that'll be the funniest meme.
And, you know, yeah. I mean, Justin Wong, he always beat me in any versus game that we ever played. Any Marvel game. But then in Super Turbo, I beat it. Pretty consistently, too, multiple times at EVO, I've beaten him in tournament. But it, you know, again, depends on the situation. You know, what game it is and, you know. So, yeah. Again, there's no disputing that I was absolutely one of the best players of that mid-2000s era when it came to old school games like Super Turbo. The only people who can deny it are conspiracy theorist morons who just make shit up. I mean, the tournament results exist. You can see I won EVO East twice. I won other regional tournaments or made top 3 in them. I beat the best of the best over and over. Right? It's just, it's indisputable evidence. Just people don't want to, they read it, oh no, it doesn't exist, you know? No, it's right there. You're just an idiot because you don't like me, right?
He has such a giant, inflated, egotistic head.
Sarah, after calling the Switch a kiddie console, do you understand why you never get an audience when you play Switch games? You're insulting Nintendo fans when you say that. If you feel personally insulted when I criticize a game console, you should stop being so much of a crazy rabid fan of a game console. No, I mean it. You don't work for Nintendo. You know that, right? You didn't design the Switch. You don't have any vested interest in the Switch's performance. You don't work there. You don't get a paycheck from them. You're not part of a family of Nintendo. You're just a player like everybody else. That's ridiculous. I can't criticize the Switch for what it is. Like, what are you talking about? That's nutty thinking. I can't call it a kid's toy because it is. It literally is designed for gimmicks to try to sell to a more mass audience, i.e. children, as opposed to being a serious device to play high-end games on. That's why their own first-party devs can't make their games run well on it because of the hardware limitations. It's more about style and gimmick than function. And it always has been. Every Nintendo console has been like that since the 90s. It's a track record. This is just facts. If you're upset by facts, stop being that much of a dedicated fan of something. Take a step back, take a deep breath, understand you are not Nintendo. And you need to stop taking offense. You know? That's ridiculous. I can't believe you would even say that. Right? That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So people won't watch me play Nintendo games because I fairly criticize the console. Oh, okay. I guess what I should do is just say that it's the best console ever, kiss its butt, and then I'll get a few views on my Mario Wonder playthrough, right? Like, that's ridiculous. Come on, man.
I still got toxic. This sucks. I can't cure toxic either.
What was the largest sum I ever played for in a money match? The only thing that I can think of is probably like $500, maybe. You know, that's such a lifetime away from me. Like, my money matches for me were a way to get hype and attention at an event when it wasn't the tournament. Because you have to understand that when you're running a tournament, or there's just a tournament taking place, there's only so many people who can make it to the finals, right? So when a tournament starts, everyone's super excited. By the time you're halfway through the tournament, half the people are already disengaged because they're out of the tournament. So you have to give them a reason to be excited. So you start having these hyped side events and hyped matches, right? And so a money match would be a way to say, hey, these two players that people know are going to play each other. No one really knows which way it's going to go. It'll be exciting to watch. And that's why you would do a money match. Even though those players may be out of the tournament, it's still exciting to see them play at a high-stakes match, right? So when I first started in competitive Street Fighter, I knew I wasn't going to be winning tournaments, but doing these money match challenges and talking shit online to do a money match was a way to get hype built up for an event, and I'd be excited to go to the event and challenge someone and all that. But as I got older, like mid-2000s, when I started getting really good at Super Turbo and actually like placing and winning in tournaments, the whole idea of the money match kind of fizzled in popularity. Like particularly, I remember there was an Evo, and at this Evo that I went to, I was so I had there had been people who challenged me. I had challenged people to money match it. Some of them I had done. Some of them I just never had a chance to encounter the people or have a chance to sit down and play. So here I am. It's like the end of Evo, and people are starting to clear out. And someone who had challenged me online to a money match in Third Strike was like, hey, we're going to play our match right now because Evo's ending. And I was like, I'll be honest with you, I'm not really interested in it. I'm beat, I'm tired. I don't want to play you in Third Strike. So if we could just say forget it, and maybe do it at a future tournament. And the guy's like, no, I absolutely demand that we play it right now. I said, okay. So I sat down, he picked Chun-Li, I picked Ken, I parried the fuck out of him, I beat his ass, and I took the money and I walked away. I didn't even say a word. I just beat him fast, and I fucking left. Like, yeah, that guy's a jerk, right? Like, I don't want to do it, and he's fucking being stupid, so now I took his money. So that's what I mean, like, you get to a point in competitive, like, fighting games where the money matches don't care anymore. Like, when you're on a lower tier, and you know you're not going to be winning tournaments, you know you're not going to be doing that well, well, money match is a way to hype stuff up, get people excited in a match that you're playing, even though you're not going to win. When I got to the point where I was actually good enough to win, I didn't care about money matches anymore. I was like, who cares about this, right? It's stupid. It's just drama, basically. You're creating drama or hype around something that's not needed because I already did well, right? So, and by the way, you'll notice I didn't mention the name of the person. I won't do that. I won't embarrass them. Anyway, let's continue.
This guy is a charlatan. He's a fucking con man. An incredibly generous $50 tip from Asterion. Whoa! Whoa, there's a whale! A giant whale! That's cool, there's a giant whale.
This is incredible stupidity is what it is. I want to finish this today, but now it's already fucking 4 o'clock, and this is really pissing me off. This is what was giving me anxiety. It takes too fucking long. It's too much micromanaging. It takes the fun out of the game. Let's just save, and, next time around, we'll figure out what to do next. We saved everyone. Look.
Savior! Please, I want to ask you something.
Alright, you can ask that after. Let's save, and when we play again on Monday, I guess we'll do this. She wants to talk, and, we go from here, and we see what's next in the game. Alright, thank you guys. Great stream today. Insane progress, right? We beat Answer. We beat the Iron Throne, and we are now into the finale. Like, this is official. I mean, now everything is just right to the finale, correct?
DsP sucks at games.
Alright, you sacrificed your own life to say that. What a genius. I don't understand it. What was the point of that? Seriously, what was the point of that? There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me. It's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Still has indoctrinated children who send him money. Blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. By eBay. Contributions are mandatory. But I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.